Good morning, pregame crew. It is Tuesday, November 1st, 2022, 8:21 a.m. Mountain Time. Eastern, 6:21 a.m. Mountain Time. You're at the pregame show. What I do here every morning is I go over the indices, commodities, crypto, movers and shakers of the day. I'll get started officially in 9 minutes. Between now and then, I'm going to do an audio visual check and say hello to my friends and do a couple chart requests. Thanks, Night Truck. Thank you. Good morning. Hey, Lori. Hey, Lord. Wave, ER, Andre, Augustine, Greg. Night Truck, good morning, y'all. How are you doing, friends? Did everyone have a nice Halloween? Hi from India. Sashin. Sorry, I'm probably not pronouncing that correctly. We have a green market today. And Europe and Asia look very, very green. Good morning. Does anyone have any chart request? GRWG, sure. Marijuana name. It had a green day. We got a daily trend change over 361. Wait. Now we have a double top at 361. My eyes deceived me. So we have a double top at 361 and your support is 311. You need to clear that 361 in regular trading hours to get the daily trend change. Looks like you have earnings coming up November 7th. Something to be aware of. On the 4 hour, you have plenty of room for a higher low on the next pullback. Intraday support, 350 is your next support, and then 343. Thanks, Scott. I did have a great birthday. Very chill. Good morning, Whitney. CGC, okay. I actually had CGC as a Queen of the Mountain trade for a back burner setup, and then it kept burning in my brain that last time we excuse me. Last time we did that for CGC, it did not work. And then Dan posted in chat a possible top fish setup because it's not above yesterday's high. So then I deleted. I'm like, wait, if Dan's looking for a potential top fish, maybe I shouldn't be looking for a 5-minute back burner. But I think either trade could work out very nicely today. Top fish at 389. And then if you get stopped out, if it keeps going, then I would wait for first 5-minute back burner trade for a long. I would not say that's a convincing break of 6 cents. You need more. You need more for that daily break. Weekly break, you need more convincing. And then you need the weekly higher low. But if you're in long, I'd stay in long as these hourly EMAs are below you. I go over Tesla every day and NAS. Tesla has relative strength. It's up here testing 233.81. That is the key level. Here, the bulls need to break to change that daily trend, and that would be significant, yet we would still be looking for a weekly lower high. So 233.81 is the level to get over in regular trading hours. And Tesla had relative strength yesterday, and it's strong this morning as well. Your intraday support from yesterday is 22725, but you're pulling far away from that now with this strength in the this morning. I'll go over Nasdaq like I always do, so I'm going to skip that one, but I will go over it. Link. Running into the daily 200 MA, that upper wick is not the type of upper wick you want to see. 4 hour, we've lost the uptrend. Hourly, bulls are trying to buy this as if it's a double or triple bottom here. 771, 772, and 770. I would say as long as 770 holds, I could buy that it is a triple bottom. Resistance 789, 792. It's up here, the weekly 21 EMA that has been a problem. For over a year. It's been a problem for over a year. And if we go by what I just said, it's stay in long as the hourly EMAs are below you. You've lost them on link. I would say a long, aggressive bull could go long against 770. An aggressive bear is looking to top fish 789 for a 15-minute lower high. TRY or Tilray? TRY. Okay. Running into the daily 50 MA, we have a daily uptrend. Weekly lower high is still the more likely scenario. If you're in long, I'd stay in long as these hourly EMAs are below you. I have TLT on my list actually as a pullback buy. Potential pullback buy on TLT. Hey Jerry, good morning. Thank you. Thank you for your kind words. Okay, K-Web. So I like Tilray long. Excuse me, no, I did not say that. I like TLT long. Okay, K-Web. Did they have news this morning? They're having a big gap up. Wait, this is the wrong one. Isn't there another one? No? This is it. I'm thinking of C-Web. Okay, yeah, K-Web is, I thought this was the marijuana name. So they're gapping up 8%. Hang Seng was up 5%. So this makes complete sense. Baba, Baidu, PDD, NIO, XPEV, they are just all running and running hard. Your resistance is 2107. Your support 2060. Got a lot of work to do on the daily chart. This is a beautiful gap up, but got lots of work to do. Oh, okay, cool, Whitney. Yeah, hit the like button. Hey, Maddie, Lisa, Richard, Hunter. I'm doing it again. Like, I'm going through these so fast. I never get to this many charts. It's 2 days in a row. What's going on with me? Wow. Triple weekly inside bars. Broke bull, but you couldn't get through the mother bar of 1325 yesterday, so you pulled back. I know this has a crazy spread. It's over the counter. But I have to give credit. That is a daily bull break. Now bulls want to see that hourly higher low form against yesterday's low of day. Y'all ready to get started? All right, let's do this. Good morning. Welcome to the pregame show. This is who I am, Chark Al-Luri. If you want to give me a follow on Twitter, I am 6 short of 4,000. I wanted 4,000 for my birthday. If you want to give me a follow, and you can check us out at chartguys.com. What we do at chartguys.com is we teach technical analysis. We have a thriving community of over 1,000 of my closest family and friends, and we hang out every day, and the goal is no nonsense post-technical analysis. We do have a little bit of fun, but overall we don't have a noisy chat room, and we post setups that we see, and we teach you how to fish. All right, so ES. So ES, we have support at 387225. We got over Friday's high. Now, that automatically means we got over last month's high. Y'all understand what the significance of breaking the high today of November 1st, what that means? That's pretty significant. We're already breaking the high of last month. I know that kind of, it's just technical. It's just a small technical break at this point, but it still has meaning. And we've broken over the high of last week. And we've broken this daily inside bar bull. We broke at these 4-hour inside bars bull. So now on the next pullback, they're set up for a higher low compared to 387225. So we have FOMC meeting tomorrow, and that is the most important meeting. The absolute most important meeting we have is the FOMC meeting tomorrow. Hang Seng is up 5.23%. Let me show you. Shanghai up 2.62%. DAX is up 1.32%. I mean, we just have lots and lots of green overseas. I think that is leading us today. It's not the only reason we're up, but I think it's leading us today. If we go look at VIX, we're still holding this 25.75. We hit 25.74. That is key support. If we lose that, the market could get a bigger bounce. And then let's go check out the dollar. So on the dollar, the 12-hour lower high is most likely set. Now here comes the fly in the ointment for the market bulls. Dollar bulls have enough room for a 12-hour higher low compared to 109.535. One moment, y'all. I need to get some water. Sorry, I didn't bring a water in the office with me. Yeah, hit the like button, please. So we have enough room for a 12-hour higher low on this chart for the dollar, and that's bearish for the market. Bonds, we are testing this 12225. We broke bull. That is bullish for the market. The fact that we're breaking bull on bonds. Here's the other fly in the ointment. We need QQQ to develop relative strength to SPY. It has been in a downtrend for a while here. You see that? QQQ's been weaker, and of course we know why. This is when we had all those bad earnings news. So we know why it's been bad, but we need QQQ to step up before XLF and XLV roll over. Let me say that again. We need QQQ here. We need QQQ to break over this key resistance of 28460. We need to break over that resistance, and they need to tag out XLV and XLF. XLF and XLV, let's look at those. Healthcare, we're approaching overbought. We're not there yet, but we could open up overbought once the market opens. Look at the stair-step pattern. XLF. Look at the stair-step pattern. So XLF and XLV, by the time they take a breather, QQQ needs to get its life in order and tag them out. We need that rotation for the market to keep going. Now today, starting out bullish, that doesn't mean it's going to remain bullish because we have FOMC tomorrow. We could go sideways. If you had $1 billion to deploy on the sidelines and you're a hedge fund manager, institution, would you deploy it the day before the FOMC meeting? Heck no. I don't even know if I would do it before Friday with non-farm payrolls. So I'm not expecting big money to move the market. Doesn't mean it can't whip around or rip the bears' faces off. I just want to acknowledge that real big money is most likely on the sidelines today. And if it's chopped, then I hope you're selling premium to get to take advantage of the chop. All right, let me go back up to the top. All right, ES. Here's a target. I get asked about targets a lot. I don't typically just do targets, but I'm going to give you one, 401225. And the reason I don't do targets, I like to look toward a target, but I don't want to ever cut my profit off. So if you have a target in mind, usually you'll sell at that target. And where I'm looking, as long as it's still moving, I want it to play out or stop out. I don't want my synthetic targets to limit my profit. So a target on ES 4012 and 4038 to the upside, that would be the 0.65 golden pocket retrace from the high of August 15th to the low of October 10th. So that could be a target. Let me show you something I'm worried about. We are right here at the weekly 50 MA for the Dow. We are right there. We are over the daily 200 MA. We're over that purple line. We're over it. And look, we're overbought on Dow, and Dow has been doing a ton of heavy lifting. Industrials have been doing a ton of heavy lifting. So they're overbought. The Dow is overbought on the daily at the weekly 50 MA. This gives me indigestion as a potential market bull. This would give me indigestion. Doesn't mean the synthetic resistance overhead, which a moving average is synthetic, doesn't mean it will have any traction. It's just something to make note of. While I'm here, let me give you the levels. Support 32617. We're over that psychological round number of 33,000. Your next resistance is 33444. Okay, RTY, same thing. We're here, no, actually it's not the same thing because YM is over the daily 200 MA, RTY or IWM is there. We're right here tapping on it, 1883. I don't know if you can see that little orange triangle right there. That's my alert. Tell me when it gets to the 200 MA. Because if the Dow and RTY take a breather, then QQQ better be a screamer running to the north side or the market could roll over. It's like QQQ, you've been on the bench long enough. Everybody's been doing all the hard work. Now it's time for you to step in or we roll over. Okay, I gave you that level. Nasdaq is not over. We're still an inside bar. We are not over October's high. We are not over last week's high. We are not over last Friday's high. We are right here, 11,626. This is key. If we can't clear, and I'm going to make it a harder obstacle or a hurdle for the bulls to go over, they need to get, sorry, this got real messy. 11,734. 11,734 is the level the bulls must cross, or they have a weekly bear flag potential. That's a potential weekly bear flag as long as we stay below 11,72850. Do y'all see that level? And that matches up with that 11,734. That bear flag level is 11,728. If we don't cross that, we have a bear flag in play. So I think we're at a critical decision point, and if we go sideways today and we don't break that, that would make sense waiting for FOMC tomorrow to then make that break. SPY has a bull break. It don't mean crap, and yes, I did bad grammar on purpose for emphasis. It don't mean crap unless NQ follows, okay? Because XLV, XLF, IWM, the Dow, everyone would have to keep running at the sprint that they've been running, not just a jog. They've been sprinting without QQQ participation. Everybody has to keep running and running hard. Okay, I did all that. VIX, we went over that. We're at the weekly 50 MA. We broke that support. Not a ton of follow through here yet. This gives me cause to pause. If Nasdaq does not get over that key level and VIX doesn't get more follow through than this, that could be bearish for the market. US 10-year, we had this 2-hour rising wedge yesterday we discussed, and it broke bear. So this, of course, happened after the pregame show. These are the trend lines before, but we broke bear. I am looking for a 4-hour higher low compared to 391, 390. So if this were to pause and find a higher low and bounce, that would be negative for equities. Along with the dollar finding its higher low and bouncing, that would be negative for equities. So you see how I'm piecing this together? It's just telling me don't get overly long today. Go with the trend, or don't get overly long and sit on your hands. It's the day before FOMC. I'm not a prop trader. I don't have to trade every day. Okay, did all that. Bitcoin. Well, that sure is a neat EQ that I didn't comment on in my notes. It must be neat on the 6-hour. Yep, nope, that's why I didn't comment on it, because it's not. Hey. This could be a head and shoulders forming on Bitcoin. Yeah, it could be. It's kind of textbook, actually. I wish the head were taller with the bodies of the candle, but beggars can't be choosers. Resistance 208.3768, 210.80, support 202.3. What did I write about? Bitcoin. Come on, mouse. Daily inside bar. 4 hour lower high, most likely, compared to 208.37. And 15-minute, we have a trend change to the downside. So that 4 hour lower high is most likely set at 20691 and your support 20237. So this just goes in that same category of this bearish stuff that I'm talking about. So bullish and bearish. VIX is at support. Dollar is expecting a higher low on the 12 hour. I mean, Bitcoin has a potential head and shoulders. And Nasdaq, which is the most important, is not over its key resistance. So that's all in the bear category. And the bull category is PA, price action. Price action is bullish, you go with the trend. So price action trumps all of these other pieces of the puzzle. It just tells me be aware. This is something I'm learning about chunking, and I looked it up. SMB training, they have about chunking and trading. I may write an article on it. It's when you put all these pieces of information together very quickly, all these correlations. I mean, if you're a TCG member, you see Dan do it every day. He's constantly chunking. XLF this, and I have this information here. Let me look at all my sectors, XLK, XLV, and I'm constantly putting this information together very quickly. I'm thin slicing data, and it's part of the trading process. And if you want to be a day trader, you have to be really good at chunking, at thin slicing data, and a quick decision maker. And if you're not, you need to stop day trading and go to swing trading, because day trading is not for you. Day trading requires very quick decision making. You cannot have trigger paralysis or analysis paralysis, because you won't make a good day trader. All right, so that was chunking. I probably can make the same argument here. No, that's ugly. A 4 hour lower high is the more likely scenario compared to 16.3570, your last lower low, 1546. $15-minute, you've lost the uptrend. You look at ES. ES is flying, and is Bitcoin our canary this morning? Look at this. It has weakness coming in. What's the dollar doing? The dollar has a 15-minute potential falling wedge. I bet gold has a short trade set up. Well, gold is next. Let's look at it. Yeah, look at these wicks, these upper wicks of bears selling into these pops. You could possibly look for a 5-minute lower high compared to 1660, and I'm doing that through chunking the information I just saw on the dollar, the 15-minute falling wedge, looking for the 12-hour higher low, potential top fish on gold. And we could have this scenario. That's very early though. So there's a trade idea. Scott. All right, oil. Oil, we're looking for that daily higher low. We're inside yesterday's range. Oh, they're having a nice bull move. We have API estimates after hours at 4:30 today. We're looking for a 4 hour, odds favor a 4 hour lower high. Doesn't mean it's going to happen, especially with this velocity. These bulls could keep going. We have an hourly uptrend. We'll see what happens when rubber meets the road, i.e. the market really opens. We'll see what's going on over here. But a top fish of 88.70 makes sense, looking for that 4 hour lower high, but it'd be a counter trend scalp because you're looking for a pullback and they have plenty of room for a higher low. Nat gas. Okay, I need to use NGZ. The continuous contract is still, messing me up. So we have enough room for a 4 hour higher low compared to 5547. Oh, that was a good top fish setup. Dang. Right there. Looking for that hourly lower high compared to 6289. Dang, that was beautiful. 15-minute downtrend. And now bulls are waiting for that 4-hour higher low to be put in relative to 5547. And now we would look for a lower high because of the way how far we've pulled back, an impossible tightening range. All right, Apple. What did I say about Apple? Potential 4-hour bull flag. Do y'all remember yesterday? I know y'all remember yesterday if you were here. And we did this little fib calculation. And we said as long as Apple can have candle closes above 152.46, it keeps a bull flag alive. Well, it did. It did not get a candle close below 152.46. So this is a very bullish setup. And this goes in that bull column of that T account I had earlier. I had all those things in the bear column. This 4-hour potential bull flag on Apple goes in the bull column. Beyond price action of the market and the indices, Apple with this relative strength is very good for the market. Amazon, I don't know what to tell you. Let's see. Let me copy what I wrote. When I have no edge, I tell you. My goal is to always tell you exactly what I'm thinking, whether I'm wrong, right, indifferent. I'm telling you what I'm thinking, and if I don't see an edge, I'm not going to force analysis where I can't. So I'm looking for a daily lower high, but we've entered this gap area. Do you see that? So earnings gap is at 109.77. That's a hard area to trade. It's hard to go short when you have no immediate resistance. You could use 105.35 or 106.52, but really they wiped out the order book over here on earnings. So it's just a hard name to trade now that we don't have an upper limit. So I would say 105 is a short level, and if it goes over that, I can't go long in that scenario, nor can I go short. So I don't get overly excited about the price action. No edge. Nvidia. Can we just give a gold star to these bulls? Look at this candle. This 4-hour price action. They get a big gold star. Look at that grind up on the 4-hour. They have overcome bad news, all this different chip news, and I think just the Meta. When was Meta? Is that Wednesday here? That really gave them a little spunk because Meta mentioned that they would be buying a lot of chips. So, close it. This is what I had to say about Nvidia. NVDA closed over the daily 50 MA, closed with an inside bar yesterday. You got to respect this 4-hour grind up. So we have a daily inside bar. We're over the 50 MA. I was going to say this is starting to look like broadening formation. This tiny higher high without a lot of follow through yet. So daily inside bar. I would feel comfortable. No, I'm not even going to say that. It's got relative strength. I'm not going to. Oh, semis is the other sector that needs to join the bull party with QQQ to help lift the markets and tag out XLF and XLV. It has been grinding on the 4-hour, but we need it to do more. I forgot I drew that yesterday. We need it to do more. All right, go back. Tesla, you have a support here from intraday 227.25. You have resistance at 233.44. If you get over 233.81, you get a daily bull break. And so they have relative strength this morning. We are approaching the 50 RSI on the daily, which could serve as resistance. However, these bulls look like hungry hippos. NEO and XBEV, they had good news come out overnight, so that's helping the electric space in general. Tesla, I think Tesla had news. I'm not sure. Okay. Baba. Okay, so, well, crap. I'm going to show y'all my notes. So, Baidu, Neo, Baba, and XBEV backburner trade setups. They all have been running first 5-minute oversold, and if they've already gotten oversold in pre-market, we wait for 15-minute oversold during regular trading hours. Those are all good setups. Queen of the mountain trade setup would be Neo and XBEV because they had news. JPM, if the market were to go bearish today, this is the name that I'm looking bearish. I want you to look at this broadening formation. It is here at the weekly 200 MA. We got an upper wick of profit taking yesterday. So I am looking for consolidation on JPM, but I'm not going to front run this ahead of the FOMC. I think I said that. I'm a little early, one day ahead of the FOMC for this trade idea to work, but I will be watching JPM like a hawk today for a potential short. MU, if the market shows weakness, could scout a daily lower high. Got too many names over here. MU, we're looking for that daily lower high compared to 57.44. It's showing relative strength just like Nvidia in pre-market. Odds still favor a daily lower high compared to 57.44. So if you're going to pick on the semiconductors for a short, I'd be picking on MU. And TLT I like for a long pullback. Well, that's pretty cool. You are what you eat. That's a great suggestion. Very cool. So TLT I like for a pullback buy. I want y'all to just kind of take note of what's going on over here. 97.90 changes the daily trend. Let's go look at bonds futures. We have changed. We need more follow through. They broke bull by 1 penny. We need more follow through. So bonds have already changed the daily trend, and TLT hasn't opened yet. Could be a little arbitrage opportunity. We're running pretty hard in pre-market, but we need to get over that 97.90. Okay, so Doge. I knew I was going to be asked about this one today. Typically, when it pulls back to the 4-hour, our crypto guys use the 12 EMA. I have the 8 EMA here. Typically, when it pulls back to that first quick EMA, you have a flip opportunity. So it did get first 5-minute oversold. So now your next trade setup is the first 15-minute oversold. And this looks like a bear flag. So I would wait for 15-minute oversold, and that may mark the bottom of the 4-hour higher low that's anticipated with the size of the bounce. Nice bounce. Congratulations, Doge Bulls. Okay, Meta. My opinion is it's garbage as long as it's treated like this. You know, when a chart shows you who they are, believe them. That's a really important statement. When a chart shows you who they are, believe them. Don't try to make it something else. It's like when a girl shows you she's a nut job. She's a nut job. Just because she's pretty doesn't mean she's going to make a good girlfriend or wife. So this chart is a nut job, and it is trash until other people, other friends get in it and start buying it. Meta, my opinion is Zuck, he changed the whole premise of this company and what shareholders were investing in with this Meta stuff. And I don't think that the investors obviously don't like it very much. He's spending a ton of money on AI, which is fine for Facebook and Insta, but why spend it for Meta when you've got years before you're going to see income from it? So when a chart shows you who they are, believe them. I put it in the chat room this morning, plan the heist and rob the market. That's another one of my favorite sayings because that's what we do every morning here at the pregame show. We plan the heist and we rob the market. Okay. All right. ES 4-hour. Probably. But I don't trade channels. I don't trade them. So it makes sense. I see what you see. You're saying something like this. I see what you see, but that's not typically I don't trade within trend lines. They're so subjective. So subjective. All right. Thank you for being here, Mr. SB Local. Can y'all do me a favor and hit that like button before you hit the exit? Hit that notify button, subscribe. Go give me a follow on Twitter at CharkAlori. Oh, y'all almost got me there. One more. All right. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate you so much. Y'all have a wonderful day and use stop losses.